Welcome to a brand new episode of the LowLife podcast. I would call this an emergency podcast with my boy
Much
Dennis.
needed.
Yeah.
Hello, people. How are you?
It's been crazy.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
where to begin. Is
Exciting.
the hard part.
Exciting.
Like we have to cover the beef. Obviously, a historic event. We were just talking about it, and you told me you slept through it, right?
Yeah. So Friday, man, I was just tired. I went to sleep early. I think I watched one of the NBA games. I don't know which one was on,
Yeah.
and then I just fell asleep. And I woke up, man. Drake dropped. Kendrick dropped. Another track dropped. I'm like, what did I miss?
The thing is, bro, I was up luckily, but I had work at like 6 a.m. the next
Oh
morning.
no.
So I was just like, I couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
bro. I was just worried that Drake was going to drop again in response to Kendrick, but he didn't. But still, like I was up till about 2 a.m. that night just because I was just worried I was going to miss something.
So that night, Friday night, was when
That was when Family Matters
Family
dropped.
Matters.
Well, 616 in LA dropped that morning.
That morning.
That morning.
Yeah.
And that night, Drake responds, drops a whole little music video.
Yeah, he did the whole
Obviously,
thing. Yeah.
Like he
did.
obviously had this shit pre-planned,
Yeah,
like,
of
and he
course.
hinted a little bit at it in his in push-ups,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
ending drop.
Yeah. That was the
give me
beginning
50
of the.
for
Yep,
mile.
yep.
That was so hard, by the way. I'm gonna give Drake his flowers as
Oh, of course. No, yeah. I feel like I don't like how some people are like dick riding. I'm here for both. I'm here for the culture.
One thing I realize is, bro, is like how horrible both fan bases are. They're unsufferable on social media. Like
of anybody. I
Yeah,
feel like there's always those hardcore fans, right?
like they already decided who won, basically. And that's the thing. That's why I feel like
Yes, man.
neither of them are really gonna be hurt walking away from this beef, realistically.
I feel like it's a situation of both win or both lose. Like either way. Like you get what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
I don't
yeah.
think either one will trump the other in any sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
But
They're in their own lanes.
Yeah,
I get
for
what
sure.
you mean. Like they don't really get in the way of each other in a way.
But to touch back on that real quick before we go past it on the people already decided who was gonna win
Yeah.
the beef. It's like you go into the song with like a negative ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And I tried not to. Obviously, I'm more of a Kendrick fan, if I'm going to be honest. But the thing is, I go into every Drake song like, all right, let's see if we got, because this is like
Right.
these are two heavyweights,
Oh,
bro.
yes.
They're going at it.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the best of the best.
Yeah. This is
Cole
like
bowed out
surprising,
for
honestly.
a reason. You
Smart
know?
man.
Yeah, and he's smart.
I
but
clowned on him too.
No, we
at
all
first,
did. The
you
whole
know?
world did. I don't think there was
course.
a single person who said that was a good move.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, you got to understand, I feel like he probably heard what was going on between the two. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for Cole at the same time because he kind of instigated it. Like he didn't mean to, but it kind of happened that way.
Yeah, he thought it was gonna be more of like a friendly banter, I think. But I don't think he's the one, obviously, who started it. But like, yeah, he is kind
Yeah.
of what like kick-started it a little bit, like.
Because he was trying to get them to link together for first person.
Yeah.
And before I get
Right,
into that,
right.
let me give like a little backstory for people who aren't aware of this beef. So this beef goes back to, okay, Kendrick Lamar, young guy on the scene, very talented. Everybody expects him to be a superstar eventually. Drake kind of opens his arms like he does with a lot of younger talent. Drake is kind of known for that. And
Right.
Kendrick kind of hints at it. He leeches onto young talent. And I don't feel like that's fair to Drake at the same time. I feel like it's just smart what he does. You know what I mean?
Doesn't Cole? I feel like Cole also extended his arms out to Kendrick as well.
Yeah. In the beginning,
same-
apparently
same-
Cole is the one who
similar-
told Dr. Dre to sign him.
Okay,
is
yeah.
what Nardwuar said apparently. So if Nardwuar
Yeah.
said it, it's probably true. But this goes back to they were buddy, did Poetic Justice together, did a song or two together. They did Buried Alive interlude on Take Care, so they were cool. Kendrick drops Control in 2013, the Big Sean song with Jay Electronica on it, and he just goes to town on these rappers. He's naming them by name. Like,
Legendary.
and he said, I'm trying to kill all y'all. He said, I don't want your core fans to hear one more noun of verb from you, bro. Like, that's verbatim what he
Yeah, that
says.
was crazy.
And Drake, I feel like, took it the most offense to it out of anybody. And the reason for that being is like, hey, I kind of brought you on tour, bro. Like, I put you on my album, bro. Like, I thought shit was sweet. You know what I
Right.
mean? I thought things were cool. But Kendrick's kind of like tapping into this competitive side of hip hop,
Yeah,
which
which I
like is
like.
not that serious. Then you skip forward to the 2013 cypher. Like, this goes back like to 2012, 2013. Control is 2013. The BET cypher, he said he takes a shot at Drake saying how he's gonna tuck the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that was
This was how many years after the Control was the BET cipher? Is that what you're saying?
the BET cipher was the same year as Control. This was
but
after
this is
Drake
two
came out on
different-
interviews
Oh, okay.
and was saying like,
So Control verse Drake
interviews,
started complaining,
yeah,
and then BET Cypher.
Yeah, and he says nothing was the same till nothing was the same. The Drake album that just came out recently, nothing was the same till I dropped control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes.
So obviously,
yeah, it's just a direct shot. You know what I mean? And Cole would go on to collaborate with a bunch of West Coast dudes. I think he made a song with YG at the time. Made a song with The Game, and he says he takes a shot at Kendrick. Yeah, I mean Drake's been taking shots at Kendrick for a while. Yeah. Kendrick has been too, but it's mostly Drake. Like the Heart Part 4, you can go back and clearly tell he was talking about Drake now. But the thing was with Drake was he'd hop on The Game's 100 song, which is a great song. Everybody should. That's one of my favorite Drake songs. Well, it's The Game's, but it's a Drake song. He says, he said, I could take all your fans if I said fuck all the pop and went on my conscious shit. Something like that. Something along those lines. He's basically saying I could have your fans if I wanted to. So there was a shot at Kendrick. And he recorded the video in Kendrick's hood in Compton. So it was a deep shot. Like even the music video was a shot.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. And so this goes on back and forth for years. So keep in mind the hostility that's there. Cole has always kind of been like the middleman. He's cool with both of them. He wants to be cool with everybody. And he comes up with the idea of first-person shooter and has Drake reach out to Kendrick after years of them going back and forth. And Kendrick's like, what? Like, what? And then that drops. And first-person shooter sucks.
How do we know Kendrick is supposed to be on first-person shooter?
Academics confirmed it. Oh, okay. He said it was a very good source. He said he didn't get it from Drake directly.
I mean, I believe it, honestly.
And
the way they were talking on the song, it would have made sense.
The thing is, I feel like they were both hurt by the fact that Kendrick rejected it.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Because you can tell they were kind of taking shots at Kendrick throughout the song. You know what I mean?
Kind of like friendly, not really friendly, but it wasn't like that.
And the music video, they recreated the Messi Ronaldo. Like, where's Kendrick in that dynamic?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So they were taking shots at Kendrick, or at least Kendrick perceived it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
I would too.
Yeah, forget about him. It's just us two.
And he's looking at Cole kind of sideways now too. He's like, bro, you've been my homie this whole time,
right?
And you're trying to be the middleman, but as soon as I reject that olive branch, I guess, and you could say Drake was being the bigger man if we're being honest, but Kendrick's kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Then Like That drops, and he says, "Motherfuck the big three is just big me." And people clown it oh, it was just a line. Like, no, bro, that's big. We've been talking about the big three for over a decade now,
and it's obviously they've solidified themselves as
those are the three,
the heavyweights of this generation. They're still and they're getting pretty old. They're getting older, you know what I mean?
And the thing, they 40s.
It's like LeBron. It's like LeBron. It's crazy how.
But they're still,
honestly,
with LeBron, their longevity is still there. They're still at their prime. You can argue.
They pull
Cole,
up the big numbers.
I would say Cole up until this point, he was on fire. That was the biggest Cole got. I feel like he's gonna take this blow. I'm not gonna lie, but he's gonna drop a little verse I never wanted my brothers to fight or some shit. The normal Cole shit. And I'm so glad J. Cole bowed out what he did, bro, because I don't want to hear a J. Cole diss song. That's just not how I view Cole. Yeah, he could talk his shit and say I'm the greatest rapper of all time, but he's never malicious.
'Cause 7 Minute Drill was cool. I liked it, but obviously the
shots at Kendrick, you can't talk about.
He was kind of just saying shit.
And this is somebody whose discography.
And I really like Cole.
Yeah, this is somebody's discography who I love at the same time. You know what I mean? But if we're gonna talk about discographies, Kendrick washes you. Let's be real. Kendrick has masterpieces.
I think they all have their own lanes. Literally, all three of them.
Yeah, literally. It's just kind of and Cole's kind of the middle ground between commercial and that spiritual shit.
He kind of rides the balance a little bit. Because early in his early years, he was very obviously commercial and making hits club kind of songs type.
But now he's more focused on bodies of work and shit. You know what I mean? He kind of does concept albums like Kendrick does. Yeah. And and he still reaches out to the young guys like Drake does. So he stays on a wave, you know what I mean? Which is very weird. I never projected.
But Kendrick says that Drake reaches out to these young people to exploit them.
Yeah, in the most recent song. We'll get to that. All right, let's go to the next song, Push Ups.
Push Ups, yes.
And that shit simmered for about 2 weeks, which was a great song in my opinion. It was catchy. And bro, it was impressive. Drake took on 20 dudes. And came out on top, everybody outside of Kendrick. I feel like he
good memeable lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah, memorable.
Like Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums.
Yeah, that's just funny as fuck.
That's good as fuck.
Even Metro was laughing. You know what I mean? Right. But the thing is, and that's another thing I want to get to is Kendrick's kind of doing Drake's thing, the one-liners, the funny. Yes. He's not doing the memes, but literally. And he drops that and push-ups, and I'm thinking this whole 2 weeks I'm waiting for Kendrick's response. how do you respond to that? You know what I mean? And
And those first two were a while. That was a long, slow build up. You know.
Yeah,
It
was about a month of build up.
Like yeah, basically all together.
But what I noticed in push-ups and Euphoria was they were just warning each other. They was testing the water with each other, which I fucking love.
Yeah.
Because they're just kind of like, all right, do we really want to do it? Do you want to go this route, basically?
And the thing is, Kendrick dropped Euphoria immediately on like his streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Drake like leaked his shit. People were
That was
questioning if it was AI.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like he did that on purpose to test the water.
Which I don't think it's like I don't think it's that bad of an idea. I think it kind of like
but the optics
fuels the fire a little bit. Like, oh, it's leaked, and then. But what's crazy is that people actually thought it was AI.
Yeah, because like I mean, there was a few tracks that dropped from Kendrick that were AI.
What were there?
Yeah, apparently they were leaked from the OVO side,
okay.
so they were just putting some bullshit out, really. And like this narrative of like Drake telling him drop then. Drop. Yeah, I love that part. That's like my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of this beat.
He did. He came at him.
Like, and he popped out, bro. And he dropped 616 in LA knowing Drake.
Plus the tailor-made freestyle though. Also.
Oh yeah, we got.
So because he didn't drop Euphoria. Before Drake also
dropped
tailor-made. Yeah. Which was the AI generated Tupac and Snoop Dogg song.
How'd you feel about it? You told me a little bit. I want to.
Yeah. So I don't really like the use of AI personally. I mean, like, I guess the whole like using Tupac like as you know against Kendrick.
Did you view it as disrespectful to like Tupac?
Dude, honestly, yeah. Like, I feel like it is if you don't.
I feel like
it's different if I did some shit with Tupac AI in my house and like you know.
Yeah, you just fucking around.
Yeah, just fucking around.
But what Drake
commercial
does,
like that.
Yeah, and what Drake does is he opens the floodgates for these labels. Now.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like
we
that.
can use that now.
Exactly. I think it is disrespectful, honestly, and I'm pretty sure they got it removed.
Yeah, because the Tupac estate, and Drake claims Kendrick called the Tupac estate, but that's just.
I mean, regardless of any of that, I don't like the use of AI, honestly.
I get it. I feel like he could have kept that. Good, though. He could have kept it though. I get the angle he was going for, like these two West Coast legends, Snoop Dogg and Tupac, telling Kendrick like, "Yo, what you doing?" Yeah. Kendrick was taking a sweet time. Little did we know he was making this whole album with Drake. This is. Be careful what you ask for. But the thing is, tailor-made freestyle. I hated that shit at first, but honestly, it grew on me.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I hated it. I listened to like once, twice, 3 times, and I don't think I listened to it again. So maybe I should go back and listen to it.
He just posted on Instagram. He had to delete it because of the Tupac estate. Right. So like it wasn't. I don't think he still has posted it. I feel like it's just because at that point it's copyright infringement. I think something like that.
I don't know. I just really don't like the use of AI like that. At least you know. And plus,
the
like thing that you said too. Yeah, like they'd have to ban it, or else you open up the floodgates of.
Yeah, and Drake kind of gave these record labels the okay. And I feel like he could have kept it in hindsight. He could have kept it. I feel like he was doing what Kendrick is doing now, is the thing. But Kendrick's execution is just so much more.
I think Kendrick surprised me because I'm going to be at first. Like, I was kind of leaning towards Drake. Like, I was like...
I was scared. I'm not going to lie to you.
He's been in a situation like this before. He knows kind of what to expect.
And this is kind of Kendrick's first go, ain't it?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And the way Kendrick's been, bro. I love it, bro. I'm pleasantly surprised. You know?
And the thing is, that's the thing. Like a lot of Drake fans complain, "Oh, how come when Drake does something and Kendrick does the same thing, people still ride Kendrick?"
Yeah,
it's because Drake is Goliath, bro.
Facts.
Kendrick is David. You know what I mean? And this is like a little analogy, real quick. Like. Drake is on top. There's no question whether Drake.
The Michael Jackson comparisons are pretty valid.
That's accurate. Yeah. Maybe he doesn't have the aura of Michael.
No. It's not like it's not the same. Yeah, but like
numbers wise
nowadays. Yeah. Numbers. Yeah, for sure. The aura, no.
And the thing is about the beef as well, bro. Kendrick fans, I would say, are more the hip hop oriented fans. I like the culture aspect of it. Drake fans are your lame and like average people.
Yeah, just straight.
So people are gonna show out for Kendrick.
Anyone can. Yeah, you put on Drake. Anyone can really listen to it.
Yeah,
but
they don't have to keep up with what Drake is doing and the way they do with Kendrick. Like we waited 4 years for him to drop.
When you put on like a sitcom on TV, you just immediately pick it up, start watching it.
Exactly.
You don't need to know what the fuck happened before. Context, nothing.
And the thing is, so Tailor-Made came out. I thought he could have kept it personally. It grew on me a little bit. I feel like it was funny. Definitely, it was like a funny moment. When he said nephew in Stu's voice, I lost that. I lost my shit, bro.
I gotta go back to this.
That's genuinely hilarious, bro. It was funny. And whatchamacallit? What came after that? Euphoria came.
So
after
Euphoria
that.
came, yeah.
I just got out of class when Euphoria dropped, and my friend Dylan Simmers, shout out to Dylan Simmers, we've been texting nonstop about this shit. He sent me Euphoria. He was like, bro. He just said, bro. And I was like, no way. So I go, this is like 2 minutes after a drop. I went straight to it, listened to it, and I was losing it. Because what the difference between the shots that Drake is taking versus what Kendrick is taking is just on two different levels of playing field. Because you mentioned it earlier how like Kendrick really don't got nothing going on for you to take a shot
like,
at.
Drake lives on social media. Kendrick, you don't fucking.
Everything is documented with Drake, and like he has a long history, bro. Like he just has a long history of a lot of fuck shit.
I mean, he was literally in a fucking TV show.
Yeah, like he's just been around longer too, and he's hinting at Drake's insecurities about his identity, which Pusha T did, and that's just a smart angle to go with Drake because it's easy to say. And I'm gonna defend Drake in this light. Toronto is kind of like a cesspool of so many different cultures. And you've been to Canada, so you know. Yeah. Have you been to Toronto?
Yeah. Toronto itself, no. I almost went to Toronto one time, but I've never actually been in Toronto. Yeah, I think I maybe went to the airport, but I wasn't really in Toronto.
But it's super diverse.
Oh, for sure.
And I feel like that's where Drake picks up all those little things. But they're like kind of like, oh, you grew up in a white Jewish neighborhood, bro. Like, chill out, sit this one out, buddy. And it's just like we ain't black, so I can't really speak on whether Drake is black or not. To me, if I saw him, that's a black guy. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and try to deny it. But there's a weird dynamic within the black community about that.
Right.
It's like if you didn't grow up culturally black.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference.
You know,
because Drake's dad is black, his mom is white. And then, like, early, I think he lived with his dad, and then, like, he eventually moved with his mom to.
Yeah, he spent most of his life with his mom, though.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see it, like, when Kendrick dropped Euphoria, what did Drake post on his Instagram story? The 10 things I hate about you.
Oh, also, because he also, like, texted his mom or something.
No, that was about the Rick Ross one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, with Rick Ross. He called Rick Ross a racist. Like, he's not helping himself. The PR battle has not been in Drake's favor whatsoever, bro. And so after Euphoria, Kendrick drops 616 LA, insinuates that he has a mole in the operation of OVO, right? I feel like the reason why Kendrick dropped that morning is because he knew he was dropping that night, and he wanted to ease Drake up a little bit. Because Drake was thinking, all right, I'm going to address all this shit tonight anyway. Fuck it. You know what I mean? He didn't really cover anything new outside of the mole allegations. So I feel like he knew that he was dropping that night.
Yeah, and he didn't even bring up the whole daughter thing yet, right? That wasn't in 616. Yeah.
No, that was 30 minutes after the Family Matters drop. So 616, I thought was great.
And that was 616 in LA was when did that drop? Was
that dropped Friday morning?
Friday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, when did
was it
Euphoria
Thursday
drop?
morning? No, it was Friday morning. Euphoria dropped on the 19th, I believe, or the 20th. You should look that up though.
When did Euphoria?
But he let it breathe for about 6 days. Yeah, you're going to have to look up the whole name because there's a million things called Euphoria.
I was going to say the TV show.
Yeah.
Which Drake.
I forgot to bring that up. But yeah, Euphoria, like the high school, like damn near pornography.
The season 1 premiere was June 16th or something like that.
See, the thing is with the June 16th day, it's good we cover it. This is why people hate Kendrick fans, though.
Also that, yeah.
It's like the reach is crazy.
Where they circled, I forget what name they said came up and
they said Drake and they looked up Drake and circled. Oh yeah, Aubrey. Circled Aubrey. Like it's funny, bro. Like Drake fans are funny, dead ass, bro. Like they control the memes and shit on the internet.
Okay, so yeah, Euphoria was released April 30th. Let's see what time.
Oh, the 30th. No, whatchamacallit dropped the 19th. Push-ups, my fault.
19th and Euphoria 30th, and then 616.
616 was 6 days later. It was May 3rd. It dropped.
Okay.
It was May 3rd. It dropped.
Oh, okay. Right. So yeah, May 3rd. So Friday morning.
So Drake drops around 11 o'clock May 3rd on that Friday night.
Or Friday night, yeah.
And he slid on that shit. He went in, and I didn't really cover 616, bro, because he dropped so much. I honestly can't even think. He kind of hit him again with a Michael Jackson comparison, saying, "You ain't Mike, sit your ass down." To ask what Mike would do. You know what I mean? Then what goes next? It was Family Matters. And Drake covered a lot, Dennis.
That was extremely, honestly, good diss. I think, like, same, like you were saying with the fans, like, they were downplaying the fuck out of that. Like, true fans of good music realize that was
a great song.
good
I've sung the hook 3 times since we said drive. I love that hook, bro. He killed it. But the thing is, Dennis, like, at what point are we gonna talk about the fact that Kendrick's execution, in regards to like dropping 30 minutes after that?
This is what I'm saying. He's completely just
and like
suffocating, like completely cutting him
out.
There's
nowhere to go, bro. He really is the boogeyman. I don't care what they say, like,
bro. Because look, Drake drops. Oh my God, Drake dropped. Listen. Boom, Kendrick dropped. Everyone's talking about how Kendrick just dropped.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about it.
It completely watered down. And I feel like that was Drake's nuke, the red button he keeps talking about, Dennis.
The Family Matters?
Yeah, it was the domestic violence thing. And that's a real conversation we need to have. Kendrick probably does have a history of that. I mean, nobody's come out and confirmed it, but there's interviews from 2014 of him addressing it, people asking him. So it was definitely a thing. Yeah. Something happened.
I mean, no,
and
domestic violence is
you want to know
good.
the genius of Drake? So Kendrick was performing for DJ Who Kid that night. Of the alleged domestic abuse.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what's in the beginning of Push-Ups? DJ Who Kid's tag, bro. Who Kid? Have you ever heard it in the beginning of Push-Ups? Like, who? I don't know. But
now when I listen to it, though,
so what Drake did was letting Kendrick. That was a warning itself. Literally the second the song started, he was like, "Yo, I know about that. So be careful what thing you step in." So he was letting Kendrick know. Like, they've been warning each other. The first 3 songs, I feel like, were just warnings. Like, do you really want to go there? Like, because you could hear it in Kendrick's responses, like the pedophilia allegations was just getting closer. Like, he'd just drop a little hint of it in Euphoria, then kind of hint at it and bring it up in, whatchamacallit, 616.
616.
Then after that.
Yeah, Meet the Grams was disgusting, man. Holy.
It was just brutal. Like, it just like.
And at this point, it's like, I don't even know what to believe. Like, you know, both could be lying.
I feel like lies happen in rap battles.
Yeah,
I don't really value the truth, really.
Yeah, no. It don't really matter, I guess. But whoever really truly like brings out some proof, I guess. Like that picture of that Kendrick had is pretty wild.
Oh, which one?
Of the Ozempic pills and the glove and the shirt.
Yeah, then these Drake fans are reaching like, oh yeah, but Drake sent
a
fake bowl. Like, what are you talking about to me? Right?
The amount of reaches people like, it's
and
kinda,
the thing is,
I don't even know what
if Drake knew this was what Kendrick was doing, he would drop and he dropped 30 minutes
drop
out.
Like this. Yeah.
No, the like rollout, the music video, like all that shit.
Yeah, no.
So he very clearly has somebody within the operation, bro.
Cause Meet the Grams, man. That was a haunting beat. Alchemist went crazy. He produced it, man. That shit.
Oh yeah, that was just a menacing, scary ass beat.
To address your children, his children like that.
Not even like just his children, his parents.
Yeah.
Telling about the mistakes they made in raising him.
And how he's like a horrible person.
Yeah, and it's just like Drake could like.
You think his mom heard that?
I wouldn't. I mean, she heard the Ross record, so.
Because she said something about it, right?
Yeah.
She probably did hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a world where anybody's missing this if you're related to Drake in any way. You know what I mean?
True.
And Drake's dad is just an easy target for somebody to pick out. Pusha did it. Kendrick's doing it now. His dad is like obviously not a great person, or at least he wasn't. I don't know Dennis Graham right now personally, but based off the way Drake describes him and the way Kendrick has kind of exposed him, they're saying the luggage that they found for the pictures of 616
was his. And
the Meet the Grams was stolen from his dad.
Yeah.
So, which would be wild, bro. He dresses Drake's like fake persona, fake body. You're just saying you're fake. Basically.
I feel like the you're not like really black, or you struggle with identity. I think that's honestly what hits Drake the most.
Because if you came to me and told me I'm not Kurdish, that shit bothers me.
Right.
Like if I said, Dennis, you're not really bothering me, bro.
Yeah,
like that shit hurts. Like what do you mean? 100%. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And then they're pointing out certain things, even though you didn't. If I'm Drake, I'm sitting there looking in the mirror like, huh. I know I didn't like. Did I subconsciously do that because I don't feel like I fit in? And there's multiple interviews of Drake saying how he doesn't feel like he fits into the Black American culture sometimes.
There's a lot of interviews, bro, when he was younger and shit, man. It's crazy. I mean, he has a lot of stuff you could.
That's
really
what I'm
look for.
saying, bro. And he's a superstar. You know, Kendrick's a superstar in his own right, but not a Drake level superstar.
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
I think Drake wants to be famous. Kendrick doesn't want to be famous.
He said that.
Literally
Drake
said
that. Yeah.
Or no, Kendrick said that.
Yeah, Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick said that. He's like, you're the only one who wants to be famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, so the pedophilia charges.
Oh, okay. Before you even get to that, Kendrick also in Meet the Grams, that's where he brought up the daughter.
Oh,
so we don't know if this is real or not.
I would have completely forgot about.
Yeah.
Do you think it's real?
I do, honestly. I feel like it's real, and Drake doesn't even know, bro.
I feel like Drake be fucking too much.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, he seriously probably does have a kid he doesn't know about.
Yeah, bro. Like, I would not be surprised. And they reached out to Kendrick, but
I feel like Kendrick just said, like he could have just said that shit the same.
That's what I'm saying at the same time.
I can believe that.
Like, does that like invalidate everything else Kendrick does?
No,
though?
I don't think so.
Because there's a lot of people saying, well, if he lied about the kid, he lost in my eyes.
I feel
like, what are you talking about?
I feel like I feel like both would go to that level. So I really don't think.
Personally, I don't think he has a daughter. I feel like Kendrick took a shot in the dark. It's like, this might be possible.
Dude, that would be, just imagine though, if Drake was like, how the fuck?
And like that whole thing. And he had Drake, Drake fucked up when he posted to his IG story to clarify something. He did it with Pusha, he did it with Kendrick this time. So I don't got no 11-year-old daughter, whoever has.
And like I literally just said like 15 minutes ago, Drake lives on social media.
Yeah.
Kendrick does not. Like
Kendrick don't give a fuck.
Kendrick Drake's replying, doing memes on social media. Like,
have you seen Kendrick reply at all to the domestic abuse?
He literally just drops tracks, bro.
He's not even saying. I don't even think he's even aware, bro. Sometimes, like I just feel like he just ignores that shit.
Yeah, he probably hasn't even listened. No, he had to listen to Drake's track, but
I feel like he listened to a lot, like way beforehand. Cause
his track. Oh yeah,
I feel like he listened to Family Matters because he kind of addresses the things.
If there was actually a mole, then that would make sense.
And the thing is with the pedophile allegation,
right?
We'll get to that in the next song as well.
The craziest. Oh right.
Yeah, but what'd you say though? I mean, you said the craziest what?
I was gonna say the craziest hook. But that was in the next song. So,
yeah, that is in the next. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. But the thing is, like, we talked about this before we started recording. I wouldn't classify. I mean, unless we have proof, but I wouldn't classify Drake as a pedophile. I guess legally speaking,
you can't. Yeah, but he is a little weird around. And like,
I mean,
dude,
actually, no. Let me take that back. That video with the 17-year-old on stage. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh yeah, that was. And
it's
where
hilarious. He's kissing and hugging.
I checked the Twitter comments and like immediately there's a guy like 17's age of consent. We're all good.
Like, no, bro, that's not the point.
What are you? Yeah,
I guess legally speaking, we can't confine him to a jail. But
put his name on the list. This guy right here.
But the thing is, like, there's been multiple instances of Drake doing grooming behavior, and like his dudes around him are yes men who kind of validate it. And
no, they would never go against him.
They're the ones who find the girls. You know what I mean? They talk. I don't know if you heard the Kendrick song. We might as well just get into it. Talking about actually it's Meet the Grams. Still on Meet the Grams.
How he like gets women.
Yeah, like he has a Tinder that he makes because there's this famous TikTok that went around that whenever Drake touched down in the city, he's got a list of girls and they interview him. And, like, it's hard to say no to somebody like Drake if you're a girl who's just pretty, you know what I mean, who wants to try shit.
You get overwhelmed by the, like, stardom and
that's the thing,
money,
like,
the
one
lifestyle.
Thing, yeah, and Kendrick goes at Drake's lifestyle.
If, like, Madonna came up to me or something, Lady Gaga or something.
Madonna, though?
Dua
Lipa, I'd die for.
I was thinking of, like, superstars. But.
I know. I was just thinking Madonna came up to me now.
Bro,
look a little crazy. I'd be fucking for the... Oh no, Dennis, that's a hard one, bro. But what I was gonna say is shit. You made me lose track. Oh yeah, okay. So the girls get overwhelmed and like Kendrick's like warning them. Like in the next song he talks about it too. But in Meet the Grams he's like telling his mother like your son's a sick motherfucker. Like I hope you know. And he says, I hope motherfuckers like him die. The way he said it, too. Like, the passion in his voice. He's like, I hope motherfucker like him and Weinstein live in a jail cell and die. I was like, die, damn.
Way, bro, like, Kendrick's flows, man, is so...
And people are clowning him for the voice change up. I love that shit,
Ever since
bro.
I heard Euphoria, like, that was the way he was rapping that at first.
Like, I was like, yeah, bro, I love that shit.
And then it grows on you, though, man. It grows on you.
And he's like, what is it, the braids? Like, bro, that's hilarious. And that's something, before we get to the last song, like, that's something that needs to be talked about. Kendrick has been outdoing Drake at being Drake.
Yeah, man.
The funny one-liners. And he's not even using memes either. The thing is, Kendrick is a funny-ass motherfucker, very clearly. And he's just, like, sitting there.
You gotta be when you're that short.
Yeah. And that's the thing, though. Kendrick's coming at his lifestyle. Him as a person, the allegations surrounding him. Drake also did that with the domestic abuse thing, but it's limited. Kendrick has got like 8 things to pick from, like we said. And the thing is, like, Drake keeps pushing on that you're short. You have a short man's complex kind of angle, which is fine, bro. But like Kendrick's kind of like coming at your soul. Like, we know. I mean, yeah, he might make the little fucking ab jokes, how you got surgery, the V12 engine thing.
Dude, that stuff, like, bro, I don't even give a fuck about that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. But
that
like,
shit I really don't care about. Like,
but he's saying you're a pedophile and you hide your children.
Like,
that's a real concern. And like, does Drake have ammo to that level? I personally don't think so.
And like, look, I'm curious to know if Drake's a pedophile. Because, like, lock that man up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really curious to know if Kendrick Lamar's a domestic, if he beats his wife.
In 2014 in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. If he's, like,
I mean, fuck him if he did, he'd do
of
that.
Course,
you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying that, but, like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like being a pedophile is a little worse.
Oh, dude. No, at the level, like, and plus, he's saying, like, sex trafficking and plus type shit. Like,
and you got to think, when people think sex trafficking, like, most of the people who do sex trafficking don't view what they're doing as sex trafficking sometimes. No. Like, we just have a bunch of bitches around. They fuck our homies. We pay them. That's it. You know what I mean? And he mentions that to Adonis. He's like, "Your dad, don't be like your dad and like do the escort business," which was crazy to say to a man's child.
Literally to tell him, listen to this when you're 18. And
like, if somebody can't, I don't have a kid yet, but I can't imagine my reaction if somebody
that is wild.
Directly addressed my son like, "Sorry, that motherfucker's your dad, bro." Like, first line, first they got their mouth.
Like that one was probably the most similar out of all of them to Pusha T's, I feel like.
Yeah, because it had the little...
In the way he attacked him, really, honestly.
I feel like it was way better than the story added on, though.
You think?
Like, I think so.
Bro.
I feel like... No, that's close. Bro, fuck, that's close.
I don't know, man.
That's really close. Really... Dennis, I was actually sitting right here when Story of Adidon came out. Do you remember when we...
Really?
It was me, you, Shad, Las, and Tony, I think. And motherfucker, we were like, Pusha T dropped. You pulled that shit up. And he's like, "You were hiding the child. Let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker play." And we all looked at it like, "What?" I don't know how you don't remember that. I was lost it. I was like, "What, bro?"
That's crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, that was okay. Let's get into the last song real quick, so I can ask you a bigger question.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
The last song was a club record, bro. It was a West Coast banger, bro.
Bro, people are already sea-walking to it.
Yeah, and people were saying, "Oh, it's not good. That shit's the worst thing he put out of the tracks." I personally think I feel like that's the second best. I have that right behind Euphoria.
Me personally, I think it's the best just because, like, how hard it, like, immediately I fucked with it. And as far, like, even with the bars, too, I don't know. For me, it's the best. My favorite.
Because Drake was coming at him like, "Your city don't love you like that, like this, that."
Yes.
And he came out with most West Coast thing you can do. And
that's mustard, bro.
That's him just letting his dick hang for real. Like, he's just like, "All right, bro, West Coast."
After saying that YG fucks with me, Drake saying YG fucks with me, Kendrick drops a song with DJ Mustard.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Mustard on the beat. When
Oh
DJ Mustard fucking uses samples, I lose it, bro. Because he's great. And that like brought me back to like 2014 for some reason. You know what I mean? It was just a 2014 ass beat. I'd say it's a little bit more modern, but the thing is, like, it was that shit you'd hear on the radio.
No, this is getting played in clubs, in parties.
He's going at him even harder with the pedo allegations this time. Like I said, he was kind of really hinting at it.
Yes.
Then he just goes out.
Certified pedophile.
Yeah, certified pedophile.
Lover boy, certified pedophile.
He called himself certified boogeyman or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, Kendrick.
He's not wrong.
And he's been waiting. Like I said, 2013. This has been brewing. It really does seem
like he's literally like been just on the trigger, ready to go.
And Kendrick's been talking about how he's been suffering from writer's block and shit recently. But this is inspiration, bro. When you really hate a motherfucker, bro, you'll do anything. You know what I mean? And Drake keeps like hinting at the red button, Dennis. That's what I kind of want to get.
Is that still? I thought that was over now since he dropped Meet the.
But he posted after Family Matters of like a little cartoon looking at the red button like he hasn't pressed it yet. And at this point, like,
I was gonna say at this point, I mean, bro.
How do you respond if you're Drake?
Because you and me, we were texting when Kendrick dropped. We were gonna record on Friday.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick dropped. I mean, yeah. Kendrick
Thank
dropped.
God we didn't actually.
And fuck, what was I about to say?
I was talking about.
We were saying Drake. If Drake doesn't drop tonight or like in the morning, like
it's over. Like, I don't really care anymore, to be honest.
Come on, dog.
Unless you come back with something nuclear. I just feel like that was the nuke that Drake thought he had, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I feel like he's gonna play it tough because he thinks he should. But like, how do you address a pedophile accusation? Mm-hmm. You sound guilty either way. You know, like which.
I mean, the best way is, I would say, to, I guess, in a way, ignore it or like try to turn it back around on Kendrick, if you can, but.
I just feel like there's no response left. I could be wrong, and by the time we edit and put this out, he has a response that's fucking crazy.
How crazy would it be as soon as we stop recording?
He draws, I'd be so bad. I'd probably come back tomorrow, then. That's how I hold on. Like, the thing is, like, or like I'd just add a little cut to it. You know, like we'd have to. But I will say, like, I just don't think it's smart for him to respond at this point.
I don't. Oh, at all?
At all. What is he going to say besides you're short, you beat your wife, your manager. We didn't. He said his manager fucked his baby mom and
that his kid is actually his.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
bodyguards.
That. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, shit, we ain't a dissecting channel. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I don't think that's true though.
So he's saying his bodyguard, also his. I don't think this is an allegation. His uncle is now a man. I mean, a woman or something.
No, his aunt became
a man.
A man. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he said, I want to talk to your uncle. Like, that's a hard Drake bar.
That's hard as fuck.
Like, I want to talk to the man of the house.
Yeah.
Like,
that's tough.
You basically called him a pussy,
and
bro.
respecting the pronouns of
that is huge. But like, yeah, but I wanted to shout out my Shawn Michaels shirt that I'm wearing because Kendrick mentioned that Not Like Us. He's like, sweet chin music, but I still won't pass the aux, something like that. But I was like, And Shawn Michaels had beef, very like the most famous rivalry in wrestling against Bret the Hitman Hart from Canada, and like the whole country of Canada hates Shawn Michaels. So it was like a little nice double on the 100. That's the thing, like Kendrick throws in there that I like.
Bro, both of them are going crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I just feel like it doesn't hurt Drake not to respond at the end of the day.
He will, man. He will.
I just feel like ego.
The question is how, in what manner, in what fashion. Is it going to be like a Not Like Us, banger, some sort of, or is it going to be like, 7 a.m. in Toronto?
Like, which one does he respond to?
I know, that's what it starts getting confusing at this point. It's like, fuck, like.
And who's to say he drops again? Kendrick does the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's literally just like he's not even letting Drake have fun. He's like, nope.
30 minutes after you drop, I drop something. That's so fucked up.
That's insane. And I'm pretty sure Kendrick waited to drop Not Like Us until Academics went live. I swear to God, as soon as Academics went live,
was it Not Like Us or like whatchamacallit or Meet the Grams?
I'm pretty sure it was Not Like Us. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But Meet the Grams, Drake was telling all these streamers, which I feel like is a little hypocritical because he was talking about begging Kai Cenat, boy, you not beating us, something like that, in push-ups. But he texted Kai Cenat that night he's dropping Family Matters, like, stay on stream. Yeah, and Kendrick, he stayed on stream when Kendrick dropped,
he's
too.
Just trying to get that,
gave Kendrick
following.
He gave Kendrick free promo, though. Like, it's bad. He's beating him at every angle. Yeah. Like, and I just don't think it's smart to respond anymore. Especially if you have a mole in your operation. Maybe respond on your next project. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Drake's got to be fucking schizophrenic right now, dude.
I would be. I don't know. If a little fucking 5'5" motherfucker from Compton was doing that to me, I'd lose my mind too, bro.
Kendrick just needs to drop a video of him on like Instagram of him doing push-ups or something.
Yeah, fuck it. Drop him 50. You feel me? The thing was, push-ups was good, bro. Like, I just feel like honestly, Drake is getting unfair amounts of hate, and it's just because Kendrick is just outmaneuvering him every way.
I feel like both are. I feel like both dick riders of both artists are putting in their fucking fair share of their work. I see like both sides of it. Like people dick riding Kendrick, dick riding Drake, and then I see the reasonable people like both are good. Both are, I still think Kendrick technically like winning if you want to say that right now. But honestly, at the end of the day, both are winning. Both are making bank off these streams.
You think this is Biggie, Tupac level or no?
I mean, I don't even want to speak on that just because like
we weren't born.
I can't even, I don't know. But to me, with the way the age of social media is now, yes, because how everybody is aware of what's happening immediately. And like as soon as someone drops, everybody's like, already on it. I think, yeah.
I mean, they talk about the Nas Jay-Z beef, but I feel like this one's bigger. And like you said, like this shit's like immediate.
And like, okay, but the Pac and Biggie thing was a deadly beef. That's
it was like gang related type shit. I feel you.
I don't think we don't need to do that.
No, I don't think it's going to that point either.
That's not,
But personally, me, if I was Drake or Kendrick, the amount of shit they've said about each other, it might have to be on site if we see each other.
Yeah,
well, you don't. Just
it's gotten to the point where
shit,
they can't ever like link up or be in the same area, for sure.
Yeah,
that's not gonna be possible anymore.
So I feel like that wraps up that.
Good for the culture. I'm excited to see what we have in store next.
Seriously, by the time this is out, bro, there might be some crazy fucking.
I want to get this out soon because
for that reason,
you don't want it's gonna be so like outdated, like.
Yeah,
6 more fucking.
6 more songs by the time you're done editing, Dennis. That'd be crazy, bro. Oh yeah, another thing I want to point out: the cover of "Not Like Us" was hilarious. It was Drake's Compound.
That was good.
And there's this one part where he's counting how many things he got in stock. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 5 more. And I counted the little target. This is me being a conspiracy. Literally, this is me being the most Kendrick fan I could possibly be.
I didn't get that bar.
He's saying he has like 10 songs ready for Drake.
In stock. I got you. Yeah.
And when you look at it on the screen, the little red pedophile dots. If you had the map, you could check if a pedophile lives near you, which was a genius fucking
that was
cover.
Good.
Goodness, Kendrick's been going crazy with the covers, by the way. I counted 13, so he already has 3 songs out, right? 13. Not including Like That.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 songs, right?
Mm-hmm. No, well, it's 4. Euphoria, 616 grams, Not Like Us.
So it's 4. Never mind. That throws my whole theory in the trash. That's crazy. Never mind. Fuck
Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us.
I keep forgetting to include one because they're so close in time.
Yes.
Okay, out of all of these songs, what song do you feel like we're gonna come back to, like the most?
I really feel like I was actually thinking about this earlier. I really feel like people are gonna come back and listen to Family Matters.
I feel like it's gonna age gracefully.
Yes, yeah. I think that's gonna age really well. That's what I think.
You think that's gonna be the most?
And probably Meet the Grams, honestly.
I feel like Meet the Grams isn't something you come back to.
Really? Maybe 6.
You know why though? Like it's just not a beat. You just like, all right, let me throw this on real quick. Like if you want to go back for old time's sake and be like, oh, this beef was crazy, I go. Yeah. But I put on Meet the Grams when I get in the whip, bro. Like Not Like Us, sure. That has replay in the whip, but on Meet the Grams. That's crazy. Dear Adon, it's like, bro, like I trying to. I almost felt uncomfortable, bro.
It was wild,
I don't want to know this shit, like. So I just feel like that's why I got Drake up, bro. I mean, I got Kendrick up by way more than Drake.
That's a brutal one.
I feel like when Family Matters came up, I was like, oh, this is a toss up. You know what I mean? But like,
I like what Drake did too. He the same way in Euphoria, Kendrick did the beat switches.
Yeah,
Drake did the exact same thing. Came at him back with on Family Matters with 3 different beats.
And I feel like another mistake Drake made before we move on is he kept addressing so much people in Family Matters too. Family Matters, man. Bro. We don't want to hear about ASAP Rocky right now, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of silly.
I feel you. Like you heard over that and all that, but keep that shit to yourself.
Did he drop a track? No. Okay, then why? Why'd you bring him up? Rick Ross. Okay, sure. Throw a couple lines in there.
Yeah, well, here and there.
But ASAP. Why are we talking about ASAP Rocky again?
It wasn't just Rocky either. It was at Metro too. I was like, bro, just leave Metro alone.
Bro, he brought up ASAP so he could get the attention of Rihanna.
Yeah, probably. And he said he was truly hurt by the Future and him not being homies no more. And I feel like that is the one that he was most hurt by because they haven't really taken shots at each other. It just feels like, oh, fuck you kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And Drake seemed like he's like I know Metro Boomin has something to do with that. He called him by his government name too. I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah, okay, because the line kind of confused me. Yeah, that would make more sense.
I think something Wayne. I forgot his name. Oh yeah, and Drake fucked Wayne's girl. I knew about that.
Drake's
I don't know if you did.
Bastard, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
it's somewhat his
Kendrick also insinuated that he leaked his dick pic video, which I believe honestly
pushes agenda.
Yeah, I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Oh, I believe it 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Just to fit
the way Drake
Lover Boy
responded to the leaks too. I feel like I remember was like, okay, it's obvious he fucking probably did it.
Yeah, and Your Rage, one of the streamers, I don't know if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came out and said one of his friends told him, like, this was months before the beef too. I think, and he was like, yeah, somebody told me Drake leaked that on purpose, and my assumption is Aiden Ross, bro, and I feel like that's what Drake gets, bro.
Both are Jewish.
I guess. What the fuck that is? I love it.
I'm just saying, bro.
What the fuck that got to do with this?
Hey, I'm pretty sure Kendrick goes at Drake in that way a little bit. No,
he hasn't hit the Jew. He hasn't hit the Jew card yet. I feel like that's his red button.
that one's a little. You
know the Alex Jones video?
Have
you seen the Alex Jones video? He's like Jew. I gotta send you that.
No, but Your Rage actually the same streamer where I was saying earlier when you walked in. Kendrick dropped the copyright on his video so he could get compensation
money from it,
which is dope.
Shit. We consider
reaction video coming next.
Yeah, we should do that for real.
No,
maybe in the next song that drops. The thing is, I'm probably gonna hear it before.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the thing I don't like about. Because I always think about reaction videos. If I really want it to be authentic, I would be like, I don't want to listen to it until I record.
I mean, that's what big YouTubers do. But I had a big YouTuber. I ain't holding back for the 30 people who go watch that shit.
We can still though, honestly.
Yeah. Maybe over Zoom or some shit. Maybe.
Or if the times align, if it's not
the thing
too
is,
late.
we just don't know when.
I know. I'm just saying if it somehow.
If I hit you up like that,
yo, you just dropped. Like, can you come over?
Yeah. All right. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. But yeah, what else do you want to talk about? I know the Cavs and Orlando series just wrapped up.
Yeah, so Game 7, it was a good series, honestly. But they won all their home. Each team won all their home games.
Really? So it was a very close series. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't catch a game of that.
They promoted it off. They did awful promotion on it. Partly because I think LeBron, KD, fucking losing in the first round.
They're just better matchups, I guess. I like more entertaining matchups to watch. Even though I feel like that was entertaining the way you described it.
The first 4, they're all blowouts. The first 4 games, and then I think 5, 6, 7 were pretty close.
Yeah, so they're a pretty evenly matched team. Orlando's not bad too. You know, I think Paulo Banchero, he's
literally looks like LeBron James when he plays.
I feel like he's like the most underrated second year player. Is he his first year?
No, I think it's his second year, but he was a number 1 pick, bro. Which is crazy.
Like he's the most underrated number 1 pick I've ever seen.
You never see any,
and he puts great numbers. I think he averages like 27, something crazy.
Some good shit.
But okay, Ant Edwards, bro.
Yeah, last night
Timberwolves are looking scary, bro.
Yeah, I just looked flustered, man. They kind of, and I wasn't even worried when I watched it at first. I was like, okay, this is exactly what happened with the Lakers. They're down. Nuggets know, they've been a team for a while. Yeah, I had a confidence in them, but Timberwolves didn't let up.
Genuinely speaking, though, bro, I haven't seen this good a defense in a long time.
Let's give some props for sure to Gobert, Cat. The whole team for sure.
Gobert wins the ring. We're gonna have some conversations, bro.
Dude. People were doubting this roster, man. People called that trade the worst trade ever. The worst
trade ever, yeah. But shit, it's working out.
It's working out. Beautiful.
Cat's been hooping. Anthony Edwards is really the next face of the NBA, bro. He really is. Like, he's ridiculous. He's 22, bro.
That's insane.
And he won a playoff series already, bro. Like, he's up there, bro. He's nice. And their defense is the best defense I've seen in years. Like, almost a decade. Probably a decade, actually.
Very likable person.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's just a perfect dude. Anything he says is, like, just a smash hit. The interviews and shit. People love him for that reason.
He's genuine,
He's just marketable, which is fun.
And also, man, he just the way he carries himself and helps his team. A lot of these other young stars, I feel like they aren't quite as much as like a leader or take accountability as much as like someone. He
had a few PR blunders with like the homophobic shit.
Right. He said.
But I will say he's like probably one of the smartest young players on the microphone, in my opinion. He always says the right shit. It's always plus team chemistry like it is in 2K.
He's growing quickly.
Yeah,
he's growing very quickly.
And I feel like that's what the Timberwolves needed. They needed that little piece that's just like that oomph to give the team like some energy. You know what I mean? Cat has been alone basically his whole career. And I'm glad Cat gets the floors because he gets a lot of hate for like changing his voice and shit. The movies is made up.
He's Dominican, right?
Yeah.
That's just Dominicans, man.
I'm sorry to the Dominican people. You guys are just zesty as fuck, bro. And I've grew up with a lot of Dominican friends. All y'all was zesty, bro. Love y'all though.
Yeah, great people.
But, yeah.
Let's get Conley a ring. That's what I like.
Mike Conley, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. He deserves it.
But I can see the Nuggets winning game 2, make some adjustments, and then I see Wolves winning both their home games. Honestly,
I see Wolves winning in 6. Nah, I'll give them 7. I'll give the defending champions a little leeway, especially after they whooped us.
I see 6.
Because if they struggle against the Wolves, I don't want to think about what the Lakers
easily
would have done against them.
Yeah, man. I mean, LeBron still though he played great for what it was.
LeBron's just at that stage where he can carry. That's understandable. What, he's turning 40 this upcoming season. You think he's
played
leaving?
well too.
AD balled the fuck out.
Yeah.
Much love to AD. I'm so glad he had like a statement series where people can't say shit to him.
They played very, very well. That game at home where they were facing elimination or something.
And every fucking game was so close.
It was, dude. Yeah.
That's how all those games go with them, bro.
Before we even, I want to talk about if you think LeBron's leaving, but how the fuck does D'Angelo Russell get 0 points? And I just don't. Was that an elimination game, or that was the elimination game?
I think, yeah. No, the elimination. It wasn't an elimination game. It was the
game before.
It was our 3rd loss.
How do you get 0 points, bro?
I don't know. I just feel like Darvin Ham was a cancer to that locker room.
Oh yeah, and they fired him.
And him and D'Angelo Russell obviously didn't like each other. Him and AD obviously didn't like each other. But AD's gonna be AD regardless. Who liked
Darvin Ham?
Nobody. You can even watch the huddles, bro. Like people aren't even paying attention to what he's saying. He obviously didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
The hands in the pocket.
Yeah, he doesn't call timeouts, bro.
Dude,
you know how crazy it is for
review
fans
where LeBron was like, where he like jumped, like, dude, if I saw a 39-year-old man jump up and down like that, like,
he's so sure of it.
Review, like,
and the thing is, bro, I'm just thinking like the rotation. Like, okay, forget the rotation. You know how bad of a coach you have to be that your fans are pointing out that you have 2 timeouts left after games.
Really?
Like,
you're saying like, yeah, you
like the fans are no. Since when have fans been noticing timeout calls?
Are you saving these for next game?
Like, what are you doing? Collecting these shits? Like, it's actually crazy. Like, yeah, that's how bad he was. Really bad, and I feel really bad for LeBron. Lakers historically, outside of Phil Jackson and maybe whatchamacallit, the '80s, like before Pat Riley days. Like, I'm talking about like recent history, like the last 20 years. They've had horrible coaching. Even Kobe ran through like 6 coaches in 7 years, something like that.
Honestly, all in all, I still think LeBron's tenure at the Lakers is good.
Successful. He got a ring. I don't care what nobody says to me. I really did not expect to see a ring in my lifetime again with the Lakers, based on what they were before LeBron got there. Even with LeBron, I was like, you know.
Lakers are a crazy organization.
Yeah, bro. It's just horribly ran.
Who's gonna come there after? Who's after whenever LeBron leaves? You think he's gonna leave this summer?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I feel like he loves the LA lifestyle too much.
Yeah, I feel like you've already kind of settled in. He always just says this shit after
a
year, bro. Like,
what does worry me though is whenever he says I haven't made a decision yet, he usually leaves. But I don't know. LA might be different. But every time he makes that little that half-ass like, oh no, don't worry, I'm still deciding.
And plus, they still got the Olympics.
Yeah. This
summer, that's gonna be a fuck.
But that's the thing. He might be going there talking to KD and stuff like, hey yo.
Dude, I was thinking about that. What if all 3? No, you may as well. Like, yeah. But what team?
KD can't get. KD will probably get have to be traded for something. It's probably Steph and the one I'm worried. That was just like a dream scenario in my head. Yeah. But realistically, I could see Steph and LeBron linking up.
I could, yeah. All 3 of them, no, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the 2, I could see either. Yeah, LeBron or KD. LeBron, Steph.
Yeah. And they'd be perfect for each other, like play wise.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron could fit. Let's be realistic.
An outlet pass to Curry from LeBron. You know those crazy passes he does. An outlet to Steph.
Dude, that's all you would see on social media.
Yeah, that'd just be a dream scenario.
Sports accounts. That would be crazy.
Who do you got in the finals?
So I'm thinking. Damn, man, I'm really starting to second guess myself on the Nuggets Wolves now. But I think Celtics versus Nuggets or Wolves. I'm gonna say Nuggets, man, just because they got experience. I think they best.
That's who I have as well.
Cause T-Wolves are really good, but they're young, man.
Yeah, I feel like they can easily win the series. They can. Yeah, this is not me counting them out at the same time. No. It's just this is the safe bet at the moment.
And this is the Nuggets, bro. The Nuggets.
Yeah, and the thing is with Celtics, bro, I just don't think they like that, bro. They just don't match up well against the Wolves
I don't think the Celtics win in the finals, no.
No.
Which is, I mean.
I couldn't be a Celtics fan. I'll tell you that much
I feel bad if you're a Celtics fan. Because, I mean, that whole conference is pretty easy to go through right now.
That's the thing. East is the Lakers would have been a top 4 seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
They won 48 games, I think.
Dude, the West is a blood
They won
show.
damn near 50
Bloodbath.
games and were the 9th seed?
8th or something.
I think they were 9th.
8th
by
or
the end of
9th,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the end, yeah. I mean, there's 6 tiebreakers.
Playing has proved successful, though.
Amazing.
I'm glad they did that. I know
think
the players hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know, because the play-in, I think the in-season tournament is a beautiful addition too. I think
it went well this year, but I think about it was something new. I wonder how it's gonna go for.
It'll only get better, I think.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like time will tell. Because I feel like what if it turns into another All-Star game situation where nobody really gives a fuck about it? But it was fun. It gave a college atmosphere kind of vibe to it.
Then the people who give a fuck about it will keep racking up the trophies, I guess. I don't know.
It doesn't mean anything, though. I guess it's too early to tell, really. But, does it really mean? Listen.
I guess, but,
we won the in-season tournament.
I forget about it, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I already don't give a
one.
fuck. We lost in the playoffs.
Yeah,
we all can take that shit and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the finals. I'd rather lose in the finals.
Not even in the final. Get me out the second round.
But I'm saying, yeah, that's...
It's bad,
They should count. I think where they fucked up is the stats don't count for playoff games. That's stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid.
They should make the stats count as playoff stats. I think people would start.
For the in-season tournament, though?
Okay, either that or regular season. One or the other. Cause
I think the play-in doesn't count for the playoffs, does it?
No, it doesn't. That's stupid, too.
Yeah, that's dumb. See,
I don't
that one
understand.
doesn't make sense because it's still the playoffs to me. I guess you're fighting for your spot in the playoffs.
Oh no, but they'll figure out something with the in-season tournament as far as you get a bye or you get a.
I mean, they give them $100,000 each.
Oh, that was good too, but they need something where it benefits them in the playoffs. Like you get your first matchup is guaranteed.
But what if somebody doesn't make it to the playoffs?
Guaranteed home. Oh, the in-season winner.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, shit, we was on the break. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll figure something out. I like it though. I think it's good to have a tournament that early.
Yeah. Is there anything else to cover?
Oh well. Before we let the Clippers slide,
Oh my god,
Mavericks versus Clippers. So they lost. That was the night that all the
Kendrick and
Family
LeVar-
Matters and Meet the Grams
Yeah,
dropped.
they got lucky.
So they got overshadowed. But
I know James Harden put up a stinker.
Yeah, bro.
So
Paul
did
George and James
too.
Harden just choked, and Kyrie went crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Kyrie is I think 12 or 13-0 or something in closeout games.
He's ridiculous.
That's
He's
insane.
probably the most clutch player.
They're my dark horse for this, I think.
I feel like they lack the size to match up against the
OKC.
Nuggets or the.
So I think they're against the Thunder. I think next round.
They'll win that round.
You think?
I think they'll win that round.
Yeah, that's not
Thunder,
a bad
give them a
matchup.
year or two. They're dangerous, bro.
Mhm.
Give them a year or two.
And
I mean, they're
then-
dangerous now, but they're just too young.
And you think they lose against? Who would they go against after? But either way, yeah, the Clippers, man. I mean, dude, Kawhi Leonard, at this point, bro, it's kind of insane how.
I mean, they're
how
saying
many
he was
playoff
hurt,
games.
but he didn't look hurt. You know
No,
what
but
I
it's the
mean?
fact that how many every year it's the same thing though.
They was comparing Kendrick to Kawhi Leonard. Academic
Really?
was on there saying Kendrick is the Kawhi Leonard of rap. He comes in,
What?
wins a championship once or
Oh.
twice, and disappears for the rest. I'm like, bro, that is a horrible comparison. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did think Drake's line when he said Kendrick opened his mouth, give him a Grammy or something.
No, that was funny.
Yeah,
I
it was
like that. That was a good. See, it was witty. It was nice,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
But the thing is, he needs to read the
Oh,
room a
okay.
little bit.
I see. Oh, who do you think's gonna win Pacers versus Knicks?
Knicks.
Yeah.
Knicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have Knicks winning that too, but
They're
that's a good series.
they're just such a well-oiled machine.
Knicks is nice, man. I like
Pause.
watching.
But they, they're just a well-oiled machine, bro. They run so they just don't get tired
Yeah.
because Thibodeau plays them for fucking 48 minutes
Dude,
every night.
You know how hype? Okay, well, hopefully the Knicks beat the Celtics because
I would love a Knicks finals appearance.
Oh, dude, that would be.
I would love
You know how that would be a
They
lot of
deserve
viewership,
it.
bro.
Yeah, they deserve that.
That would be
shit,
good
too.
for the NBA.
I like Jalen Brunson a lot too.
Yeah.
He's just an easy guy to root for, I guess.
And
Who
dude,
else is-
it's something with the Celtics, man. I don't know if you have the same. When I watch them, it's just not like. It's almost boring, or it's just so repetitive. I don't know. I don't like watching the.
It's the same narrative with them every year to me. It's we're gonna win it this year. We came close last year, but next year, it's the same shit over and over again. They go get a few players where you think that, they're way more dangerous this year.
Porzingis, bro.
I mean,
That's
he's
a
been
big
hooping.
pickup, bro.
Yeah, he's been hooping. But does he match up against fucking
The
Jokic?
way he plays is
or-
he's a foot shorter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a 3-point shooter.
He
Dude.
is.
He's weird. I don't know. But the thing is, match him up against Jokic or Gobert or fucking Cat, bro. He doesn't compare.
No, he's gonna get bodied.
And when you have Ant Edwards and Jaden McDaniels on fucking Jaylen Brown and fucking
such
Tatum,
a good team, bro. The Wolves, it's crazy.
They're complete as fuck. Like they don't have a fucking like person.
Point,
yeah, they don't have any weak links to them. Like it's pretty crazy. So yeah, we'll lock it in as Celtics and Nuggets or Wolves, one of those two.
Yeah.
Mavs could surprise us, but I doubt it.
Was it Celtics Nuggets last year?
No.
Or what the fuck?
It was Miami Nuggets last year.
Oh, Miami Nuggets. Yeah.
Which I'm so glad. Miami's
Insane.
such a front runner ass team. I don't want them anywhere near the finals, bro. Like, they always make it, but you know they're never good enough to actually win it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
If they had like one more player, if they would have got a Dame Lillard or something, I feel like it would have worked out. But yeah, the Bucks too. The Bucks lost.
I mean,
they've just been plagued with injury. I can't even blame them.
Without Giannis, Dame could have maybe done a little bit more, I guess.
He had an Achilles problem, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I hope, I
wish Bobby Portis, coach, so.
Which is crazy that they hired him, honestly. But if Bobby Portis didn't get ejected in Game 3, in the beginning of the game, I was watching that. He got ejected like instantly. I think they could have had a chance of winning that one, but overall, it was a good series. I'm glad. I mean, Pacers, it's cool to see them go to the second round.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the Suns getting swept in the first round is the biggest.
Didn't surprise me though.
I thought. I mean, at least get one, bro.
Everybody,
LeBron got one.
Yeah,
Lakers got one. We didn't get swept,
barely, but we got it. But the thing is, with the Suns, I just looked at that team. I was like, that just doesn't work.
You just instantly know,
even as
just a fan, like what the fuck are y'all
you
thinking?
Don't need no basketball knowledge of that shit. Like,
they really was just like they're about to hoop out for us.
And they had Frank Vogel as a head coach, which I feel bad for because they didn't really.
He's a good coach. I think he's a good.
He's a good defensive coach.
Oh, you're right.
They didn't really give him enough assistance in regards to the offensive side. They didn't give him players that fit his play style either. Like that 2020 Lakers team, that is a Frank Vogel ass team.
I can't believe they didn't run that shit back.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Surprising. AD got hurt the next year, and the Suns beat him.
True. That's unbelievable to me, though.
I think LeBron was hurt that year too.
For a little, yeah. Oh yeah, someone like Solomon Hill or someone.
Yeah, bitch ass motherfucker, bro. We was cooking up until that point.
But yeah, and then I mean Clippers. That's I honestly like the Mavericks more, so I'm glad they beat them. But
I mean, it's anything against the Clippers. Fuck the Clippers.
It's just insane how they fail all the time. That franchise is. I feel bad if you're a fan of that franchise.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I think that's it for now. Unless
like we said,
we
this
could
is an
check
emergency.
Twitter real quick, see if anybody dropped.
I mean, I actually have notifications. I usually record these with Do Not Disturb on, but I haven't this time because I'm just waiting for.
But no, I think that's good. We hit about an hour. So.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that was a good, healthy one. It was a lot to cover, and like I said, it was an emergency one. So like the fact that we just pulled this up. Well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Dennis for editing in 48 hours. I'll see y'all in 48 hours. Hopefully nothing has happened.
Thank you for tuning in. Until next time.
Yes, sir. Next time we'll see you. Bye.